Hello everybody and welcome back to Resident Evil Resistance. I can't believe I'm coming back to this so soon after basically playing for the first time yesterday. And yeah, I enjoyed playing the Mastermind, so I'm going to play the Mastermind again. Because the Mastermind literally is a good way to farm points without much challenge, effort or skill. Honestly, it is the cheapest way to end an opposition in next to no time at all. It is a resounding easy victory. Or a resoundingly easy victory, if I can remember to grammar right. I'm supposed to be a mastermind, I'm supposed to be smart, and my introduction makes me sound like I've got less IQ than that of a dust mite on a desk. Nah. Fuck. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to play the Mastermind because I actually rather enjoy it, because honestly it is a great way to just farm research points, which is the currency you unlock in this. Fair enough that people are kicking off about the loot boxes and whatnot, and it's not like there are any microtransactions on them. I'm unsure as to why the RP boosters are paid for in the PlayStation Store. That seems a little bit microtransaction-y to me. Capcom seem to have fallen into a bit of a trap for that one. They said they weren't going to use any microtransactions in their video games. They did have a microtransaction system in Street Fighter V. That was taken out upon patch 1.03, I think. The initial patch for release date for Street Fighter V, Zenny was taken out, and they just decided, you know what, rather than people buying an in-game currency, we're just going to let them buy like DLC with actual money, because cryptocurrency in games is kind of stupid. Then again, any game with it, namely Fortnite, FIFA with Ultimate Team credits, and all this other bullshit, they're laughing because they never sell exactly the price of any cosmetic. It's always, you always got a little bit left over, then a little bit left over, then a little bit left over. And that, I think, is something that Capcom want to avoid. I don't know why they're doing this. They're nailing it right now in terms of their releases. Probably making a good amount of money off them as well. Especially considering that, rather surprisingly, despite Resident Evil 2 being a remake and only being like £30 odd, Resident Evil 3 was £50. And it's shorter and contains this. So I don't know, maybe there's been corporate shifts over in Capcom and they're looking more at microtransactions in future. I know that Sony and the PlayStation are kind of trying to make a point of them. Having the tab within the system menu of the PlayStation 5 for virtual currencies is concerning, and it's basically what I think a lot of developers who are using the PlayStation 5 as a platform are thinking is it's a place where games that people are playing and buying this stuff are going to see advertising for other currency games, and because we're not using them, we'll miss out on it. So thanks for that, Sony. If you have enabled that kind of thought in a boardroom, you are to blame for the worsening of microtransactions on your newest platform, of which I can almost guarantee some developers will take advantage of that method of advertising by needlessly including pointless bullshit so more people see their game in the first place. I don't know why, I just get an uncanny feeling that that's going to be kind of the major problem with it. Aside from the matchmaking system here being a problem all in and of itself, considering we need one player, the problem is... wait. Sorry for my throat, by the way, it's rather iffy. Okay. So, yes, thank you for the big censored block saying that party chat's been prioritised, I am well aware. Right, I will play Annette Birkin again. The Abandoned Park. Preset. Is Preset 1 my own custom at this point? I believe it is, isn't it? Yes. Alright, let's do this. Actually, wait a minute. What's my equip load? I have 6 equipment points. I need some more before I can get this done. So it looks like our last little join is... no? Or did I just not check the time quick enough? Are they going to be AFKing it? I mean, they're Tyrone and they're rank 1, so maybe. What? No, that doesn't count, does it? I don't think. That's a deleted video. Wait, no, it is 14, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. I've missed 11. Damn it! I had a feeling I had, so I went in and checked the playlist, and yes, I've missed a bloody level.
The work must end here.
Okay.
Please, reconsider. You don't have to activate that.
Ha 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 ha.
I will handle this myself.
Knocked down. Right, restand and take that.
Your continued efforts only place humanity in greater danger. I cannot sit idly by while you attempt to use that.
So, they're there, they have the keys. Nah, I wanna go with the machine gun. Do you? Do you really? Right, I need another zombie dog. I'll take control.
Must fix this myself.
Grappled.
I am.
Tasted.
I had been prepared for more resistance. Just within! Another death. This is inevitable.
What did I say about having to put no effort in? I feel like I didn't even warm up and it is just over. Time.
As expected.
Everybody rage quit. Everybody rage quit except for one person.
This took some time.
Actually, no, they were all just dead. 2 minutes 45 seconds. That's my fastest experiment so far. I put no effort into this. Just give me 5k. For real, it gave me an 8 because I didn't get enough. I still don't know why I get the shared RP boost, but I feel like I earned more than what I got for that. That is complete horse shit. That should have been far more points for me. Sorry, but I should have gained far more than I did for that. It's kind of annoying that I didn't, honestly. Hold up a second. Was there actually episode 11 here? Episode 11 was 2 hours 3 minutes long. This is it, isn't it? This one's unedited as well. And I've published the ones after it, haven't I? Well, whoops, I guess. The things you miss, I suppose. This is what happens when you try and keep like 4 series going. Sorry, I meant to re-queue as well. I'm multitasking and doing everything badly. Mastermind indeed I am not. I mean, aside from that experiment being a fucking legendary victory for me, you know. Right, I'm gonna quickly go ahead and throw this in here. Come on, load. YouTube, please, thanks. Done. Save. Come on, you bastard. Nah. God damn it. The kinetic loading screens of YouTube are my favourite. For some reason I've got to move the mouse in order for it to make progress towards saving things, so I basically have to like casually jerk my mouse back and forth. And yes, that is as stupid, and yes, go ahead and make the dirty joke, because it basically fucking feels like I have to wank off my mouse. So annoying, and I don't know why I've got to do it, just to have things load and save. Like, the first time I save anything is fine. Anytime after that, I've got to use kinetic energy generated by my wrist and my mouse to get anywhere. Come on. Can you find an extra player? Or am I just not going to find a player here? Because honestly, let's face it, the survivor side of this is not fun. Unless you've got 4 players, but that's going to be difficult. People aren't going to want to play this in a group when they've got other games they could play in bigger or smaller teams. People tend to stick into teams of about 4 to 5 in video games. This fits into that bracket, but it's not good enough to really have the draw for that number of people. I don't feel that this game mode is appealing for groups to play, because the matches are so short. If they are long matches, then fine, they can be pretty fun, but if you want to get into a gaming session with a group of people, you want to get into a long gaming session. This is why Outbreak was such a good game, just too far ahead of its time to be of any good. It was a fantastic idea. It was just basically Resident Evil 1, 2 and 3 with multiplayer co-op elements. It had learned all it had from its fixed camera predecessors and put it into games, and it worked well. Why not just re-release those, Capcom? Come on. Like, I'm not gonna stop about that, because let's face it, it is something they could do, it is something they should do, and it's not something they have done yet. Find me a victim. I want to kill them and fast. Not as fast as last time though, because that kinda inhibited my ability to gain S ranks, which I kinda want. Also, I'm surprised that this game doesn't track records. Every single Resident Evil has, from like Resident Evil, I think, actually, Resident Evil 4 might have been the first. Not having any memories of Resident Evil 1, 2 or 3 beyond basics kinda doesn't help there though. Like, I know that it gave you a rank at the end of the game, but other than that, I don't know if it tracked all your kills and whatnot. Ooh, downtown. Yeah, let's go with this. Deck 1, indeed. I'm gonna enjoy this. Come on, people. If Fury seems like it might be a good skill. Just kill someone as Birkin and then leave him. Right. Shift episode 11. There. There we go. Job done. Alright, so I've got Becca, Valerie, Samuel and Martin. That's the name of the engineer who is the anti-trapper. I don't know if you've picked him based on skills to move around. I can almost guarantee that Captain Shovel's TTV right here is probably broadcasting. Let's put a quick end to that.
I cannot let you live. The work must end here. Must fix this myself.
I'll be taking that 15 seconds, thanks. Right. Go to camera 4. Right.
I cannot sit idly by while you attempt to use that.
Camera 5. Crawler, lock the door.
Not lethal by itself, but it should buy me some time.
Right,
Your
and
continued
you're
efforts
just
only place humanity in greater danger.
deactivating my traps to gain time.
How many logs they got here?
These guys are acting very coordinated.
Even should you proceed, I will accept your demise.
I'm gonna get stun locked here. Yep. There it is. When a team works together as a 4-stack, you just get fucked. Cameras out.
Brutish.
They're just trying to gain time.
Sufficient for this task, I believe.
Yeah, I'd love to know how I phased through the survivor there. That would be rather nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, there you go. Time gain.
Take it. I have other cameras.
Are they literally trying to farm time out of this? Yes, they were. Yeah, this is a 4-stack. This is not going to be fun for me because they are literally just going to be able to farm so much time to destroy me. Then again, the last guy did join a hell of a lot later. So, is that actually the case, or is that just how this feels right now?
Another path fades away from you.
Zombie dogs. Camera 10. Put a crawler right there. Leg hold trap there. And a landmine right there.
Make your peace. they take brings you closer to death.
Nah, disassemble it and then switch it up to this. Come on, fit in.
No. You may take what you call, but do not think this is the final challenge.
Nice. And a partially armored zombie. Ooh, my ultimate bioweapon is ready. Handy, eh?
William, help me finish this.
You know what would be handy? If I could see through the fucking timer here. Even just a little bit. So I could kind of track people through it rather than having to look under his fucking armpit.
The more you succeed, the better the data will
Keep
be
on
at your
running.
end.
I'm going to fucking kill you. Go ahead and try and do otherwise. No? Okay. You are rather annoying, pal. They've closed the door right in my face, and Birkin is out. Yeah, this team are just totally curb stomping me. I don't think there's much I can even do about it.
Even as you fight, your end draws closer.
Yeah, there you go. Straight through, 7 minutes. I don't know if this team are in a 4-star. Oh, I fucking know you. Never mind. I know who that is. Playing Samuel right now,
The
ironically.
next area should
Memory
suit
serves,
your
they're like
demise.
one of the best fucking Resi players on this platform since about 2004. So maybe it's just being hard carried, I don't know.
Each step they take brings you closer to death.
So. An armored zombie right there.
Keep out of my line of fire.
And they're just gonna go ham.
I really think we should stop now.
They already destroyed it? Yeah, they have. Oh, did they? Yeah, they did. Pretty much an instant fuck up of my entire bloody scheme right there. There's the biocore that's damageable. And they're just wailing on it as much as they physically can right now. Not much I can do to stop them. Except maybe...
Handle this myself. This device is stronger than you think. You will need to do more to escape.
William, we must put an end to this terrible chapter.
I ain't stupid. I know where I'm going. Well, in a manner of speaking. You know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna ditch bioweapon, because fuck it, there's no point in even trying to beat this now, it is just over. We'll get to the last bio core, and I will put down as much in the way of defense as I can. That one tough zombie isn't gonna do shit till then.
Just let it take you.
Go ahead and take down the
Find
camera.
you.
I have alternate ones.
William, you can still help me.
All of it's still blocked off. Well, they're gonna leave him to die. It'll be a downfall.
One of you has seen the light.
Hey there, gang. Okay, that's decent stun, but how slow do you want to be there? I know you're not in rage mode, but still. Limits, yeah? Wow, okay. Ended as I was going for a grab, eh?
Even as you fight, your end draws closer. I am disappointed. Yes! I have everything I need to succeed here.
Hey, F you, dude.
Imprecise, but effective.
Denied.
These creatures should never have been made.
I can't even stop them because they're just in an invulnerable area.
This is inevitable.
They can't actually stop them.
Next time we'll work it Your deaths will be further evidence. This research and
they
its
escaped.
byproducts are too dangerous for this world.
That should not be a thing that is possible. I understand that it is in Dead by Daylight and all, but you shouldn't be able to just camp and then res after you go through that door. Once you cross that line, you're out, you're gone, you're done, you've escaped. Your teammates are left on their own. That needs to be fixed. You shouldn't be able to camp in the tunnel and just go, yeah, I can just res them again who hasn't escaped more time. And yet I still got the same amount of points as last game. Man, this game mode's balance needs a lot of fucking work. I'm telling you right now. Like, there are a fair few things I would say that need overhauling. Namely, boosts. I shouldn't get a shared boost for the survivors using it. I'm not on their team. I'm actively there to hamper them. I shouldn't be getting benefit from them actually spending fucking money. Takes the piss. Second of all, this game needs a balance change. It's literally one-sided, one way or another, or it's nothing. Like, there is no competitive game. You might consider that be a competitive game, but nah, I never stood a chance of winning that after the first area and they walked out with 7 minutes. I think the engineer, good old Martin, is in for some serious nerfs, and if he isn't, if he gets buffed in any way, this game mode is going to become a lot less fun for the Mastermind, as every single team shall have a Martin in it, with no choice to do anything other, because quite frankly, his ability to gain time is resoundingly OP. Like, it's literally just, yeah, we can literally take as much time as we want, I can just make profit on time by doing what I do. Like, yeah, fair enough, other people can make an impact with their ultimates, like Valerie or Jan, increasing the fucking cost for everything the Mastermind can do exponentially. Fair enough. It really does have an impact, but an ability just to go, right, we've got like 30 seconds more, right, we've got 10 seconds more, right, we've got 10 seconds more, right, we've got 10 seconds more, in a game that is literally about running down the clock, just seems a little bit much. Like, the traps and shit, I'll admit, in the beta did take far too much, and I mean, like, they did take a shitload of time, and they shouldn't have taken anywhere near as much. But, on that note, because the mechanic wasn't in the beta, Martin just is able to gain far too much time, and that's in the actual release of the game. So, essentially, until that gets balanced, he's the most OP survivor in the game and should be in every team. If you disagree with me, go ahead and put a comment down below on YouTube, because that's inevitably where this will be, to tell me why you don't think so. But honestly, with his ability just to gain so much extra time on the clock, I don't see a reason not to use him. Legitimately, I don't see a reason not to use, like, Captain Kronos, as I'm going to give him the nickname, since time is always on his side. He seems to be able to just give himself as much as he wants. Yeah, I'm in for a bad time here. I'm in for a bad time no matter what I do. Unless I can get rid of you. But they've got the meta team now. The two of the lads who are absolutely crap are gone. So this is the 4 mainstays. Healer, damage dealer, interference, and extra interference. So one can interfere with my camera's ability to deploy, and one just destroys my deployables.
The work must end here.
Camera 2. Put a landmine there. And an armoured zombie there.
Even as you fight, your end draws closer.
A tough zombie. Right, here they are.
I will find you.
Good enough.
Please, reconsider. You don't have to activate that.
Huh.
I cannot sit idly by while you attempt to use that.
Okay.
Each step they take brings you closer to death. Creatures should never have been made. At least they prove useful here.
You really went and did that simply because you were selfishly trying to defend yourself? Pathetic. I mean, it helped kill it, I'll grant you that, but, did it really help you out in the way that you wanted? Did it really give you everything you needed?
Your continued efforts only place humanity in greater danger.
Armored zombie.
Even as you fight, your end draws closer.
I want a machine gun for when they come through the door. Right, and then when they come in, hit them with it. Right, lock the door. Assemble.
This will be over soon.
Yeah, go for it. Not like I'm Bosch, I can easily just...
Do not expect me to simply watch you escape.
Ah, quick draw for skill costs, eh? Alright.
Each step they take brings you closer to death. Accept your demise.
Huh. Very well, if that's what you think will help you. Escape? Escape.
So many of you are
How did they bring down the ivy so easily?
Well, I must continue.
Does this flash just end up destroying it, like, hands down or something? Right. Security zombie. Pack of dogs.
Well done. Take its security card if you must. I still have time to stop you.
Brutish. Sufficient for this task, I believe.
Yeah, they're just unlocking everything I can throw at them and killing it in a group.
Even as you fight, your end draws closer. William, you can still help me.
See, the problem is, Birkin's weak, in my opinion, right? And I'm arguing against a friend of mine here. Birkin's weak, in my opinion, because his impact slam literally does nothing. It is a move that allows a survivor to recover before you do. Gain of 30 seconds, loss of 30 seconds because of death.
This is inevitable.
See, look at the amount of time they're gaining. Usually you wouldn't get even the slightest amount of chance to gain that. I'm gonna back out of this now. Gonna go back to locking that up. What, you think that's going to save you from me?
Make your peace.
Now they're gone. They're heading for the exit. I need to defend it.
Each step they take brings you closer to death. The more you succeed, the better the data will be at your end.
Right. Mod. And I believe that is my only camera overlooking this area that I can see because they're just flooding the area. And they've ran to the exit. They're out. Yeah. I'm getting my ass blown up, but the amount of time that they're gaining seems almost unnaturally
I am
a lot.
surprised you have come this far.
I'm not just saying that either, like I'm just saying like after the area is basically said and done, the security's all dealt with, and it's just like, oh yeah, plus 30 seconds. From where? Why? And for what reason are they getting that time up? Like, I do have to wonder, and I would like to know. I think the next thing I'm going to do after I'm done with this match is check on Martin's fucking abilities, because his ultimate, if it's just a time gain, is broken bullshit and should not be in the game. Because having fucking an added time bonus on a timer seems fair enough. Yeah, it might work if it's like on a cooldown, but if you can just for the sake of it add time whenever the fuck you want if you hold on to it, I don't know.
Eradicate all trace of our past, and then I shall also lay you to rest.
Fine. I'll back out. If they're going to be 2 by 2, then I have to, don't I? Meaning that it gives the survivors an uncanny edge. The recoil on those fucking machine guns should be next to non-existent by the fact they're mounted to a camera, but... well, you know.
I must use brute force. And I shall.
Very well. Yeah, they're just using that to stun them. Glitched? Glitched. Okay, can't use that then. No, it's just... okay, it's just the fact that it's on that clip. There are certain things about this game mode I do not like, and the curse of movement speed as the Mastermind will forever be one of them because it's fucking uneditable. I understand that it's a balance thing, but it's so slow and jank that it can get stuck floating around up top and then just will not get the fuck off it at any kind of reasonable speed. So... gonna be these stairs in this area that it's gonna be mostly focused on, isn't it?
I found a locked door.
Yes, you did. And now I'm gonna fucking kill
We
you.
must put an end to this terrible chapter.
This device is stronger than you think. You will need to do more to escape.
Was that a fucking RPG round? Okay then. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead and try and stop me. I'll laugh if you fail this now. Nope, failure.
Maybe you have seen the light.
Used ult, therefore I don't get any points out of
You have
this.
secured
I've got
the
like a
route,
ridiculous
but I
fucking
cannot let you pass.
cooldown on everything, I guess. But I have an overclock generator, so it's fine. I do need traps though.
I always had the advantage. Now it is sealed.
Precisely on schedule.
Ah,
I think I actually felt sorry
completely
for
walled
you.
off.
Now you are just beginning to annoy me.
And they're out. Oof. Beginning to notice one thing here. Martin seems to be just literally the time god.
How could you be so selfish?
I'm impressed.
4 lives against all humanity.
Okay, fine. So if that's an A-grade performance, that is what the game deems to be a good match, yet I feel like I've been ripped off and didn't stand a chance. Seriously, that's how I feel at the end of that match. Fair enough, you might think, you're just being a salty little bastard. Nah, I think the engineer, the good old Martin here, generates far too much time. Because they never drop below 2 minutes. It's supposed to be like, oh, time pressure. When the fuck were they feeling time pressure? Seriously. Like, if I just go into customize and I check on my good old Martin here, thanks for having that lit up. So this is a fever skill. Blinds temporarily paralyzes nearby enemies, increases paralysis duration. So the enhance increases duration. Makeshift mines to construct and damage. Temporary paralysis. Life hacks. Martin can mod his weapons and clothes using his peculiar creativity, increases the critical hit chance, also increases the durability added to repaired weapons. And Sapper. Extensive knowledge allows him to approach and disarm a trap without triggering them to do it quicker. So nothing directly actually allows him to generate time. And yet, I don't know, like, it almost feels as if any other combination of team doesn't gain half as much time as him. Weird. Very weird. There must be something I'm missing. I'll have to play Martin at some point and try and find out, because that just doesn't make sense to me. I know that you gain time, supposedly, for killing the enemies and whatnot, but I don't know. Is it just the fact that he's able to put down a mine so often that just causes pretty much anything that gets spawned to die instantly? There must be some kind of reason he seems able to gain a shitload of time over anyone else. That is only my own personal experience, but I reckon there's something about him that the game doesn't directly tell you in that little synopsis description that allows him to just gain a shitload of time. Because I really do have to wonder. Then again, is it not perhaps just for every energy point that's spent on a creature, the survivors gain 10 seconds for killing it, perhaps? In which case, would it not pay just to have a deck full of crawling zombies and just spam them everywhere? Come to think of it, could you actually do that? Just spawn like hundreds upon hundreds of crawling zombies for nothing and just flood the area with them? Sure, the survivors may end up with like hundreds of hours upon time, but then what would happen? Because I'm sure that eventually they just wouldn't be able to move through it. They wouldn't have the resources to move through it. That'd all be down to a survival knife. Pretty much the way I'm running this through as a scenario in my head is a game would last about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how many umbrella credits the survivors were able to gain. However, eventually they would run down to have no melee weapons and would have no ammo, no anything. They'd all be down to a survival knife. And if they were all down to a survival knife, that just a survival knife on its own is not powerful enough to bring down the enemies quick enough. Based on my single player experience, it's just not enough damage. So eventually you would just wall them off with however many fucking crawling zombies would be a limit to spawn. Curious. I might, if I get bored with this, just decide to run a whole deck that is just crawling zombies and just put them fucking everywhere. Literally put them in every room, everywhere. But the last two games I've been blowing up, and it certainly doesn't feel like it is 4-stack, but it does have a common theme of a very experienced Martin in the mix. I'm still almost certain there is some kind of weird little thing that Martin gets that just allows him to gain time somewhere. Because without him, the enemy team don't seem to gain any. With him, they seem to just gain more time than is absolutely needed for this. Right, I can almost guarantee this is probably going to prove or disprove my point. We shall see. Let's find out if my opponents here can gain like several thousand hours of time. It does certainly seem to be the slower they go, the more time they end up with as well. More haste, less speed, and
I
all
calculate your odds of survival at 32.3333%. Repeating, of course. I must fix this myself.
Right, that's dead. My camera got hacked instantly, okay. Might as well just go to the one right in front of the door, eh?
Activating that will take both your time and energy. I cannot sit idly by while you attempt to use that. Make your peace.
Clawed up and bitten.
Your continued efforts only place humanity in greater
Okay, so they've got the keys. And now...
Check this out.
They blinded the camera pretty fucking quickly, didn't they?
Now! Here! Come over here! Over here! Here!
Accept your demise.
What are you waiting for? Come on here!
There are more of you alive than my model projected.
3 minutes. And they gain 2 more minutes. So they are up 5 seconds through the first area.
I'm surprised you made it so far. However, I must complete your eradication.
Right. Here. Why are you in such a fucking worthless place?
Sufficient for this task, I believe.
Keep them there.
I will find you.
Right. And now... I'm sorry, fucking iframes on checking a door's bullcrap.
William, we must end this terrible chapter.
Oh, the hell with this nonsensical BS. Get the fuck on the ground.
Their death was necessary. Very well.
70 seconds.
I still have time.
Serious? Sheesh. Fuck off. What? Thanks, game. Just, you know. Oh, yeah, the door. Yeah, you're the mastermind. Doors are in your way. Oh, I just glitched through as fucking hell. This game is absolute piss-taking sometimes. What was that nonsensical bullshit right there? What was it? Also, what was that? Just, yeah, it's fine to spawn 3 of them, it's fine to spawn 1. Game, stop trying to fuck me right now, alright? Right, a zombie.
Take it. I have other cameras.
Every single time they make an appearance anywhere, they just fucking destroy through it, eh?
The more you succeed, the better the data will be at your end.
Very well, then I shall start focusing more on what is here. Camera 19 is garbage. Camera 20 is the only one that's any
Each step they
good.
take brings you closer to death. I'll handle this myself.
Nope, they broke it. And they also killed the creature, so I can't even do anything. Because I couldn't even get out of it. Like, creature camera just... nah. Yeah, straight through. I'm getting my ass blown up here. I don't know, maybe people are actually starting to get it and this is actually becoming competitive. Maybe some people just got uber lucky with their skill rolls that give them like fuck tons of time. Where's that even tracking it to? Come on now. Send it up.
Even as you fight, your end draws closer.
Right, up high. Can't put that on a moving lift because why? I really do not get a good view on that goddamn thing, do I?
William, help me eradicate all trace of our past, and then I shall also lay you to rest.
Go ahead and run. I know fine well what you're planning to do. Yeah. Run to the group up point. Yep. Fuck it. I'm wasting a bioweapon on that. Cooldown will be reduced. I honestly do not give a fuck. Thanks for that. You know, don't bother taking the inputs that I kind of need for this shit. Not at all, nah.
Your deaths will be further evidence. This research and its byproducts are too dangerous for this world. You are nearly there. Give in.
Go ahead and take out the camera. I've got another one.
I really think you should stop now. William, help me finish this.
Death.
One of you has seen the light.
Yeah, the epic sloth of Birkin.
You may be feeling confident, but I will not stand idly by.
Yep, and then just spam the lift to get around it. Immediate defeats a bioweapon, just trapping yourself on a lift because there is no cooldown on it.
Must use brute force.
Stay there. Need a bloody good margin of error here for
Run if you
this.
can.
Yeah, okay, avoiding bullets is fucking piss easy when you're actually a survivor. Apparently avoiding the machine gun is way too easy. Also, you see, this is the maximum cursor speed. It is fucking shit. I will never understand why it's that slow. Fair, it might be fucking like... Oh, it's balance. Is it though? Is that balance to go that slow, or is that just taking the piss? Because, you know, when you've got fucking terrain that is supposedly an impassability, then you do that. I don't know.
Should never have been made. But at least they prove useful here.
Oh yeah, it hits me as well, eh? Alright, I'm just stun locked because they're wailing on a core now and I can't get out because, you know, I'm not allowed.
I don't understand how any of this could have happened.
There are a few things that I'm seeing issue with here today. These guys really have clicked together, though I will at least give them that. But, yeah, walling off a bioweapon by just spamming lifts is pretty fucking garbage. Now, if you'll excuse me...
You can still help me.
What, do you really think that's going to help you? Apparently it is, because I'm not allowed to stop you. And missed. Okay, went through them, but never mind, we'll ignore that. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna fucking die. That's what you're gonna do.
You will all end like this.
Get me out of the camera. Running around in a circle for literally enough to help.
Brutish.
No, they escaped. Yeah, they've escaped. I'm getting my shit pushed in by these survivors, I tell you. I guess just managing to get all of the power weapons and coordinate is pretty much the way to win. Then again, I haven't got any of the survivor skills yet, so I haven't seen what kind of bullshit they get. I'm going to end this one here. I'm going to investigate that. I'm going to take a look, because honestly, I think there are a few skill cards on the survivor side that are probably just time-based, that just... Fucking hell, once people get them to like max rank, they gain 7 years to play the game. Because everyone right now will be dealing with low end, so it'll be the like minor crates. Of which I am going to open all of the Mastermind ones now. But I can guarantee once people get to like rank 50, the games are going to go on for far too long, if there is a time card. And if there is a time card that extends the amount of time survivors get by a shit ton, I can guarantee that it essentially will become, at a point, impossible for them to win. Why the fuck would I go for cosmetics? Just open these up. That's right, folks. Well, if the bullet's actually registered properly, then, you know, it's just a devlog. increases the damage dealt by your ultimate. What, you mean the thing that can be walled by spamming button presses on a fucking elevator? Damage dealt by firearms is pretty bullshit. Slightly increases trap durability and the time Martin needs to disarm them with a sapper skill. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much going to build a wall Martin skill out of this set. High-tech materials. And yet again, to max it all out and get all of the skills. Slightly increases the maximum health of creatures. And that's all of the low-tier equipment. Survivors. Well, I could get a start on those, because you can just use research points for any skills that you want anyway. So by the time you gain like rank 3 on any survivor, you can probably gain any skills with them. But I'm just going to call this here, and I'm going to inspect what the survivor skills are. Because after getting blown up that hard 3 times in a row, after completely walling off the first game, there's got to be some weird little strat. Not to mention the fact that, like, time gains, it seems, I don't know, I'm used to seeing like 5 seconds, 7 seconds, not like 10, 30 and 70. It just seems like if there's a percentage time gain increase card, then yeah, that's gonna need probable sorting before long, because giving people like an extra 10% at low level on a time bonus of a minute for obtaining the security card in Area 2, 70 seconds. Goes up to 20% on medium, perhaps? 80 seconds. 30%? 90. Or, you know, whichever it would be. It's obviously 10 seconds ad. I'm doing completely wrong maths on percentages there. Feel free to fucking shout at me for it, because I hate myself for it. In fact, pain shall teach lessons. I shall just leave myself with that one. I really should not try and do maths when I'm already kind of frustrated, because again, like, what this game considers a good match, like, it gives me good grades and gives me good points for them. I don't feel like they're good matches at all, because the enemy escaped with like 3 minutes. If they escaped with like 30 seconds, I might feel good, but like, it's always a case of they escaped with 3+ minutes. I don't feel any fulfillment when they escape, and I feel massive fulfillment when I completely wall them for like all of 5 seconds before I go, you know what, for them it's just fucking misery, shit and boring, so what the fuck am I even celebrating for? Honestly, this game is just garbage for either one side or the other. Never fun for both. And where it's intended to be fun, where obviously this game has seen my last 3 games where I've lost, as balanced games where they are supposed to be fun, I don't feel that. I feel like I got walled because they had so much time left. So if that's how it's supposed to be when it's balanced, like, what the fuck? Where is the close game? You're supposed to have close game to make it like, ooh, that was close, hey, both teams played well. Whereas instead it's just like, nah, the other team got bitch slapped around like a little bastard. That's all this game feels like, one way or another. You either get bitch slapped as the survivors and smacked around a room like a fucking torture victim, or you get your shit pushed in so far as a mastermind it makes you look like an inferior little fuckwit sat in a chair. Honestly, there's no middle ground. It does not feel like there's middle ground. Where the game seems to see it, I'm not. And I'm not the only one. Like, there are other people who've also voiced this opinion. The one thing that seems to come up as the opinion that's being voiced most is, though, this seems to be the focus of Resi 3, not the campaign. The campaign, you can probably breeze through in, what's the time I heard quoted on YouTube by several people? 5 to 6 hours? So, yeah, have fun with that. Anyway, I'm gonna go and investigate these skills. I'll be seeing you around. Actually, you know what? Let's do it on stream. You're probably gonna want to see these, and so am I, in all fairness. I honestly don't give a shit. Right, so if I just check these. Security guard uniform, damage dealt to doors automatically uses blue herbs when infection reaches phase 2. Baton increases damage dealt to doors and deactivates security devices. Right, so that helps him with traps. Poison detector automatically uses blue herbs. USB drive moderately decreases the time it takes. USB drive 3. Auxiliary sight, auto aim on enemies when using firearms. USB drive, shoulder pad. And then you've got all of the different categories, so that's just the first. Iron nails increases the power of melee attacks to a ridiculous level, increases the damage of firearms, increases the damage to traps, increases damage to cameras, chances of landing crits, greatly increases knockback from firearms. Okay, so once you get like high grade ammo, you're pretty much safe on the knockback. Batting glove greatly increases the knockback from melee attacks. It already stuns them for a shitload of time. I don't see why people need these skills. Eventually it is going to become a literal how fast can the survivors bull rush through a level. If you use batting glove and then bloody, where is it? There. Batting glove and high grade ammo. 2 slots. You've still got 2 left, right? Go on to survivability. Increases the effect of healing items. Bulletproof vest increases maximum health. Gas mask resistance to infection. EMT license. Right. And then AED device slightly increases the speed at which you revive the teammates and the effect of healing items. Emergency rations moderately increases how much health is recovered after being revived. Ammo packs, wallets, flash grenade plus. And you can choose to start with like good shit. Okay, so there's none in here about time, so it is literally just the time they keep gaining. I must be doing something wrong then. Time to examine where the hell I'm going wrong to give them so much time. Then again, I don't know. Maybe it's just a case of the teams are actually being coordinated and it's why I'm getting blown up. But still, my point still stands on the problem with this. Regardless of whether I'm able to find anything, and it is just my playstyle that is causing the amount of time, where the game considers my performance to actually be good, and obviously for the sake of my missions it does, because grade B through to A I'm pretty much getting fairly consistently. I think I've played a total of 9 games actually, so I haven't even scored below that at any point ever, but then scoring below a B is a failure, so, you know. But anyway, like, if it's considering all the games that I'm playing to be of decent or good performance on my part, where the fuck is my reward when a team escapes with 5, 6, 7 minutes, 3 minutes? Like, it's never within a minute or 2, it's always with plenty of time to spare. I don't feel rewarded by that. I don't understand. Someone please enlighten me on that, because I'm not seeing the reward to it. I enjoyed playing the Mastermind yesterday. Today I enjoyed it as well, for the most part. But I'm fucking confused as to where the hell the good feeling's supposed to come from, if a team actually does manage to blast through my dungeon.